Complex tags, or UDTs, user-defined types, are really important in Ignition. Complex tags are actually created out of standard tag types, but they offer a variety of additional features. In simple terms, you can think of them as a way to create a data template, where a particular structure of tags is defined and can then be created as if it were a single tag. So here in my Ignition Designer, here in the tag browser, I have created a UDT already called motor. So this, if I right click and edit this UDT, I have defined 4 tags that is part of this structure. So amps, HOA, run command, and status. So I'm saying that every time I want to use this UDT, I'm going to automatically have these 4 tags associated with it. And these tags can have a lot of configuration built onto them. You know, the data types and where they're coming in from the PLC, if there's history set up on it, or if there's alarming set up on it, etc. Now, what makes UDT so powerful is the fact that when you define the structure, you're also defining a parameter. And so, for example, here I'm defining a parameter called motor number. That is the string. And I'm using that parameter inside of the structure to change the configuration. So here you can see that I'm using the motor number right here inside of the OPC item path. So every time I create an instance of this UDT, so I create another tag out of it, I can specify a different parameter value and it will point to a different place in the PLC. So after you create a data type structure like this, I can actually create an instance. An instance is just a tag in Ignition where the data type of that tag is the data type you created. So it'll automatically have every tag inside of the UDT. So here you can see motor 1 has those 4 same tags. Now if I look at motor 1, double click on it, I can see that the motor number is set to 1. So it knows where to go in the PLC to find that motor. If I look at motor 2, it's pointing to value 2. So of course, they're the exact same structure, same tags, but they're pointing to 2 different places in the PLC. Now what makes them so handy is that the definition of the type is configured in one place. So if I go up here to my structure and I add something new, or I modify what's already there, every instance below automatically get that changed. So let's say, for example, here I add a new memory tag. I'm going to call this motor name. And I'm going to make it a string, and I want it to at least have a default value of motor and then the motor number, whatever that motor number is for that UDT. So I'm going to use that exact same parameter that I would use on the amps tag in the OPC item path. That parameter can be used pretty much anywhere within this UDT. So now that I've created this new memory tag called motor name, as soon as I press OK, every instance down below will automatically get that name. So you can see motor 1's now got the motor name. Motor 2 has motor name. Motor 3 has it, and I didn't have to go and configure any of those separately. So user-defined types, they give you a lot of flexibility, and they handle a lot of stuff for you in that when you're working with instances, you can, if a new person comes to the project, they can add an instance very easily, and it will automatically inherit all the configuration of the structure that you've identified ahead of time.